Like for us to be like three, you're like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Cool. So give me a three. Like do the fingers. You already started. Son of a bitch.
Okay, actually.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to round two. This is our first rough draft YouTube podcast experience, so give us a little slack there. You're here with the Bee's Knee, and my name is Broseph.
Yep. It says
Um,
your I haven't changed it yet, but it says your old Twitter handle.
oh, okay, so that's my
Rough.
old Twitter handle that you're seeing on the screen. But yeah, we're here to talk about some stuff. Hopefully, you like the video. Constructive criticism is well needed at this point, and some
Always
topics.
appreciated.
Yeah, exactly. Always appreciated, and some topics you'd like us to cover in the weeks to come. Love to have some feedback, and yeah, let's just get right into it.
So what do you want to talk about first?
Um,
Did you want to, like, since this is our first one, um like I said earlier, I don't even know if we're going to upload the video, maybe just the audio version, who knows, but did you want to, like, I don't know, describe yourself and who you are so that
um,
way
yeah,
you know.
might as well. So to everyone who doesn't know me at this point, and even those who do, I'm the Bee's Knee. I mean, really try and kind of abridge
Like,
this as much
are
as
you a normal
possible.
guy? Like,
Yeah,
do
exactly.
you poop like everyone else?
I poop probably more frequently than everyone else. Not gonna
Aren't you?
lie
Isn't
there.
it
I have
supposed to be
some.
like 2 or 3 times a day or something?
I'm on the higher end of that, three
You're
to
on.
five.
I thought that was already high.
No, I take a few. I feel like I have some decently healthy. I don't know if that's healthy at that
Fiber
point.
flowing.
I got the fiber flowing. I don't just kind of Central Coast, born and raised, kind of small townish guy. Haven't done anything too crazy. A little outgoing. Obviously, I like to talk a lot. I love to game. Console is preferred, but you obviously are slowly trying to convert
I
me.
have to say, PC Master Race.
Yeah,
I
I'll
have
get there.
ascended.
I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Yeah. No, I mean I'm a pretty simple guy. Obviously, people will get to know me. But yeah, I mean I think I'm pretty much pretty dang average. With
Mhm.
extraordinary moments, I suppose, and some probably very unextraordinary moments.
I feel
Not
like
extraordinary
that's a good tagline for someone. Average with extraordinary moments.
moments.
Um,
I feel like that should be on a cheesy ass Walmart T-shirt with like a
Spreadshirt
smiley face or something on it.
with like the old Walmart smiley
Old
face.
rip
Um,
roll.
okay. My name is Broseph. I feel like, in terms of personality wise, I'm. I don't know. I don't feel this way, but I'm a little bit more. What is that word called? The introvert.
Introvert.
Yeah, there we go. I'm a little more
The yin
introverted.
to my yang.
I like staying, away from people. I generally think people are gross. Like every time I'm in a crowd, I just feel weird. I really like playing video games, watching TV, or not watching TV, watching good shows. I don't really like watching TV. Most of it's just stupid. Yeah, I really like Game of Thrones. Season finale was crazy, but I'm sure we'll talk about that later. And then I also want to talk about, what do you want to happen in the next season?
That's exactly one of the things that
Okay.
I had noted as well. Like kind of like a
Not
what
not
you
what you
want.
think will happen. I want to know
Yeah. Like
what you
just
want to
what
happen.
what do you want to see?
And I have some pretty crazy things. So, um, yeah, I've lived in
Or didn't
California my whole
exist.
life. The farthest away from California I went was to Arizona.
Hey,
Um, so
Germany.
that's the farthest you went?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that. Yeah, I wouldn't say normal. I think I'm kind of weird. I like being sarcastic because it's funny to me, but people probably think that I'm just an asshole. But I I don't mind that. And yeah, so that's kind of me in a nutshell. Um,
You're the tortoise and I'm the hare.
yeah.
It's
So
actually a pretty accurate description in more than one sense that I don't care to indulge into right now. Uh,
so first topic. Do you want to
uh,
start with Game of Thrones
yeah,
stuff?
let's go Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So there's gonna be spoilers ahead. If you don't want to hear them, we'll include a timestamp
Yeah.
probably at this point, a
But
few minutes in.
my personal opinion, see, I mean, we have a long time before Game of Thrones starts again. So I, in my personal opinion, if you don't watch the episode within 2 days, because we're probably going to record these on Tuesday. So if you don't watch that by Wednesday when it comes out, you it's to
You
me it
hear
seems
you
like
can't
you
blame
don't
us at that
care that
point.
much about the show if you're not.
If you're not watching that thing within the first 72 hours,
Yes,
you
but
don't
there
care
will
enough
be the
to
courtesy spoilers and
alert.
all that stuff.
But
So,
I mean, at this point, you're a little late to the game. I
yeah.
feel like if you're not watching it within those first 3 days, you do not care if it gets spoiled or not.
And if you just have like a really bad schedule, then
Sorry,
yeah, like mute it or something or skip
mute
ahead.
it. This is not
Uh,
for you,
so the end of season 6, it was
dude.
the end of season
So
6. I
insane.
wanted okay. I liked it.
Okay, what? Yeah, give me your like favorite and least favorite
Okay, the
moments.
first like 30 minutes were total just pog champ.
Domination,
Yeah,
domination,
like
domination.
I
Yeah.
think for Cersei Lannister, like you could tell her plan was that was a pretty good plan. Kind of sad to see Marjorie die because I wanted her,
Dude,
not
I know.
because she got naked or whatever, or she was hot. It's because I
She
wanted her to
make
like
stuff,
be the
but
queen and like come up with some
I wanted to
big
see her
moves.
schemes play out.
Yeah,
Like
because she kind of like low key told her grandma, "Hey, everything's gonna be fine," with the picture of the rose, which I interpreted as like the thorns, since she was the queen of thorns. So I wanted her to like do some really big plays, but she got dead, and then
she got dead.
and then
Dude, everybody got dead.
everybody
The
died.
Sons of the Sparrow, High
The high,
Sparrow,
yeah,
or whatever. Sons of the Heart. What are they? Yeah, no,
no,
Sons of the
not sons of the
Sparrow. What am I thinking of?
sons of the
Sons
high
of the
sparrow.
Harpy
Sons of the
are
harpies
the
and marine.
are is Marine. I thought they were called the Sons of the Sparrow or something. Were they
Don't know.
not?
I don't know. But when the mountain first like stopped Tomlin, I don't know.
Tommen.
When he first like was in the room, I thought that Cersei had sent him to kill her own son. So I was like, no. But then I like
See,
later found out that he was just like, hey, you need to stay
yes.
here to make sure.
I think
You
he
know.
went to go protect him from anybody that would have come and taken him. Because the thing was, so like when I saw the mountain show up, I totally knew he was there to either protect him or like take him somewhere.
I,
Like that, I just put that together in my own head. I was like, he's there because why she wouldn't do that. Cersei's way too focused on her
I
kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's twisted, but that was the only thing that kept her happy. You know what I mean? That
her
even
and
her
her
asshole,
brother
her yeah,
her brother
even
diddling,
her yeah, even her asshole son Joffrey, she still loved and protected and tried to whatever.
which I
So
want to say was like not a horrible enough death for me.
God, no, I said the same thing. I was like, and then other people are like, he choked for like 10 minutes. I was like, no, I
It's
want to
not.
see.
I wanted 12.
I wanted Theon Greyjoy status torture for that man. I wanted what happened to Theon with Ramsay. I wanted Ramsay to do that to Joffrey.
But you
Where
wanted
he,
Ramsay to do it to Joffrey? That wouldn't have made
well,
sense.
whoever. But I wanted somebody, someone as fucked up as Ramsay to do the same thing to Joffrey.
But like no one in King's Landing at that time was messed up. Maybe the wait, wasn't the mountain dead?
No, the Mountain was just like off doing his own thing with the brothers without banners or whatever.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't like super zombie.
No, he wasn't Zombie Mountain yet.
Is he a zombie or what is he like?
I don't know what he is, but
I
I'm
know his
pretty
eyes
sure
fucked up.
He's a zombie because he was dead. Like the thing was, Prince Oberyn killed him with the spear, which had
Isn't that
poison on it.
wasn't
'Cause
that
he's
the Viper?
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's the Viper. So the blades were poisoned. So like the Mountain died. Like he was
I
dead.
don't think he died. I think he was
Yeah.
like
No, dude. The thing was
deathbed
poisoned.
status.
No, the thing was poisoned, and you have to think how much time passed while the weird Maester homie was fucking with him. Like Cersei was in jail the whole time. The Mountain was dead that whole time while she was in jail for months on end, I'm sure. It
I
wasn't
wonder
like
how
she
long
was
that
just in
was.
jail for like a week,
I wonder if it was weeks or months because
like had to have been a while because she was totally all tattered and like slightly malnourished, not really, but like I'd imagine she hadn't eaten in a while. She was dirty,
mhm.
like shame. Like that lady kept coming in and splashing her and hitting her with the
Oh,
spoon.
okay. So what do you think happened when Cersei
Oh,
tied
he
up
boned her. He boned
he
her.
boned? I wouldn't
That's
call it
exact
boned. I would more call it like rape, but
smash. Yeah, but
I would,
Hulk
yeah,
smash.
he I
That's
think he
so
definitely got it in, but I think
like
that's
did
going to
he?
be a
So
reoccurring
here's
thing.
yeah, I don't think she
Like,
wanted him to kill her that way. I think that was like she wanted that to be an ongoing thing, like
yeah,
till she died,
I think that's
basically.
going to be the worst torture we see throughout
I
the
don't even
show.
know that we're gonna see it though. I feel
I
like
think we
they're
are.
not gonna really. Um, what I wonder is, can the mountain get a boner? Because I don't think he has blood anymore.
I don't know. His eye looked
I
messed
I'm
up.
pretty I'm pretty sure that guy like drained him up because the dude was like putting like weird rat concoctions in his veins, like he was pumping him full of stuff and pumping blood out of him.
Did you read the books?
No,
Okay, neither have I. So, um,
I'm not like a
with
with our limited knowledge, obviously, but
yeah, it's just the show. So if I what I want to happen in season 7, if that's in the books somehow, which I don't know how that would be, but
I don't think so because I don't think
yeah,
George
he hasn't even
has
finished
even
the
finished the
6th book.
sixth book.
Yeah, that's what I know. Um, so I wonder if if I want something to happen. So in season 7, I want the start of the season, like the very first episode. Since they left the show with
Daenerys,
Daenerys on all the
Stormborn, Queen
boats
of
with
Vandals,
yeah
Breaker of
everything.
Chains, Mother of Dragons.
If they left like the show with her riding on the ships with Theon,
Not Theon, Tyrion.
no, it's Theon. He showed
Theon
up with
wasn't.
the
Oh yeah, he
ships
was.
and like gave her a bunch
It was his
because
sister.
she has like this never, you know, it's never diminishing army. It's always growing, and she never does anything with it. Like she
I
always gets more people and more power, and then just doesn't do anything with it.
Well, the thing is, She's just trying to grow that so she can totally go and
She
own
has 3
shit.
dragons though.
I
I feel
know,
like
but
with just the Unsullied and her 3 dragons, I think she would have been fine.
I don't think so. Okay, here's the thing.
No one,
Definitely think the dragons would have effed a lot of people up. But regardless, like
there's
we saw
3 of
several
them.
scenes. Okay, I know. But what I'm saying is we saw several scenes where the Unsullied were fighting regular combat
Yeah, they're
soldiers,
not like
and like a lot of
Superman.
them
They're,
died.
there's regular guys, but
They're just like
3 dragons.
okay, I get that. The
No one has
dragons,
weapons or even knowledge of dragons, or even like how they work, how
well,
to
they have like
defeat
a
them.
very basic.
Like
Okay,
those things
so the
fly in
drag.
Spitfire.
So okay, yeah. So the dragons, I could see obviously that would be the biggest problem. The Unsullied, though, I do not think would have been nearly as large of a problem. She had 8,000, but like however many died during all of the battles that they encountered. Even though they weren't like crazy gnarly battles, it was like when they were in Marine and shit got wacky. Like a lot of people died. Like I feel like
Yeah,
like
but now doesn't she have
oh, she has the
who else?
Second
Yeah,
Sons.
the
She
Second
has
Sons.
the um, Unsullied. She has now the whole Dothraki posse, which there's all these different like numbers kind of thrown around, like hundreds of thousands, like could be up to 200,000 men or something. Like
I don't
there's
know.
always these.
There were a lot of people and a lot of
Oh no,
horses.
now she's got like something like a couple thousand ships or something, or 10,000 ships on the way. Like
Yeah,
she's coming in hot.
which I
Hot.
want to know how long it's going to take to, you know, like swim over the ocean, because where are the dragons going to
Swimming?
like chill?
You mean like boat over the ocean?
Yeah, like cruise or
Whatever.
whatever. You get what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
like where are the dragons going to sit? Do they have like their own boats to like
Yeah, like
put a
don't the
foot
dragons
on?
get tired?
Yeah.
Kind of
Or
a
else
thing.
they're just going to like go fly land and then just chill out for a few days or a few weeks. Who knows how long it's
I
going to
don't know.
take.
Yeah.
So what do you want to happen at the
Okay,
beginning of
so
season 7? Because what I want to have happen is I want the show to start with like maybe some King's Landing stuff because obviously that blew up, and then to go up north to
Jon
Winterfell.
Snow
Yeah, and then I want Daenerys to just like show up and be like, "Yo, what's good?"
was palping.
Because it's been not a conspiracy. What is that? It's been like a kind of fan theory. R plus L equals J.
Yeah, that's no, that's like definitely proven now with
So
the Tower of Joy scene
yeah, so I
for
want
Rhaegar. So Daenerys is now basically confirmed as Jon Snow's aunt.
yes, I want her to show up and kind of them be a little uneasy because obviously it's their first time meeting.
Well, they're not even gonna know who each other are. Like
Yes.
no
Well,
one knows that.
they're gonna like know of each other, but they're not gonna
They're
know
not gonna
who
know
each
that
other
they're
are.
related.
And
Yeah.
then Theon is gonna be there, so John's gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing? You betrayed me." And then things are gonna kind of get hot and heated, and then Bran is gonna show up. The little
And be
legless
like,
wonder is gonna be
wait,
like, "Hold on, you guys need to think about this."
wait.
And then
So
they're gonna merge together. John is gonna have this army, and he's gonna be like, "I get you're trying to take over the throne, but listen, White Walkers, we need to deal with them first."
well, that's
And
obvious.
then
That's like the fire and
Daenerys,
ice thing. It's gonna be dragons v White Walkers.
yes, and then
Yeah.
Daenerys is gonna be like, "Okay, well, this is all my
Hmm.
idea."
Okay.
Daenerys is gonna be like, "All right, we'll help you with the White Walkers because we have the numbers and we're related or whatever." And then, but you can't oppose me in the throne, my claim of the throne, and you need to like support me or whatever. And I'll make you Warden of the North, or they'll make some deal where she gets the throne. That's what I think is gonna happen. And
Okay.
then with that army, like with her army already, she could just steamroll King's Landing and win. But I feel like with the support of the North, I guess you could say, which let's be honest, isn't that much. Um, she's just gonna like go in there and sweep in. But I want to know what happens with Littlefinger because he kind of just saved
Well,
Sansa's brother's ass, and he's gonna be like,
and he's scheming to the thing. If you remember, like when they're like, "King of the North, King of the North," and
mhm.
Littlefinger he was in
Yeah,
this
he was just like
little
looking
hall,
at
like,
Sansa.
I'm scheming, like So he's obviously got something cooking. I think the White Walker thing will be after. I don't know. It's hard to say. It
Oh no, I'm not saying that all happens in the first episode.
No,
I'm
no, no,
just
no,
saying,
no. I know. Like that's how it's gonna, how we want it to play, how you want it to play out. I'm trying to debate though, because I think so. King's Landing is like by the coast. I think they're gonna hit King's Landing first before the like battle with the White Walkers,
I think they're gonna end
because
up somewhere where they're like they don't know because they don't know Westeros, so they're just gonna
no,
like
but
Tyrion
Tyrion,
does.
and he's the one who, that's the biggest thing. I don't even think Theon's going to be as big of a thing.
No,
I think Theon will contribute to the Jon Snow tension a little bit, but
yes,
Tyrion is there, and we've seen him timelessly talk his way out of everything, and he knows both of them very well.
yes,
He knows both Daenerys. He's now like her right hand man,
the hand
and
of the
he
queen.
knows the hand of the queen, and he knows Jon Snow very well. And like he and Jon Snow are kind of friend, like they had like a little bonding. Like there was never any beef between him and Jon Snow,
Yeah,
and he already knows like all of. Well, okay. Here's also the thing too. This is the reason why I'm saying they're gonna hit King's Landing first. You have this big ass ship naval fleet, right?
hmm.
You also have to think the Sand Snake chicks are there with them, as well as Lady Olenna's crew. Because in the end scene,
Wait, who's
you
Lady
see,
Elena?
Marjorie's grandma.
Didn't she die?
No, she made it back. Remember, Marjorie gave her the rose and was
Yeah.
like pissed off, grandma.
Oh, that's right. And
Uh,
then
and
fucking
then Varys was
Varys
there.
was just like hocus pocus around the goddamn
Ooh,
globe,
ooh, ooh.
which I didn't understand at all.
Me
But
neither. I don't know.
I don't know how
He
much
took
time.
advantage.
I don't know how much time
Okay,
passed.
so the reason why I'm saying they're going to hit King's Landing first, I don't disagree with anything. I think what you're saying is completely valid. It's probably going to happen. But the reason why I think they're hitting King's Landing first is because you have not one, but you have three. You have, okay, so basically probably half of the entire Navy is Lady Olenna and the Sand Snakes, right? Like, and they're not going to be like, hey, we're going to go on this side mission for you to fuck up the North. And like, no, we are getting that bitch and we're going to skin her alive or whatever. So
They
that's the
don't
only
have that
reason
many
why,
people, do they?
dude. Lady Olenna's got cash stacks. Like, it doesn't matter if she has people. Chick had all the people. Daenerys had all the people. Lady Olenna and the Sand Snakes had all the ships and extra people. Lady Olenna was the one who was like fronting for most of the ships. Then you had
For
the
Daenerys?
yes.
When?
If you look at if you, okay, so that's why Varys at the very end of the episode or like towards the end,
Oh,
he was talking to Olenna and the Sand Snakes, and
yeah.
he's
And
like,
then he
"Hey,
showed up back in.
we can repay you with blood and fire." And then if you look at the very end, it's like just something I even barely noticed was you see the ship sailing and you see all of what's her faces. God, what I can't think of Theon's sister's name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You see their flags, and then you see the Sand Snake flags with the sun and the spear, and then you see the like teal Lady Olenna like rose flags or whatever they are.
Hmm. I was just like, that's a lot of ships.
Yeah, no, so it's definitely a lot of ships,
Also, another
but
thing.
you have
Oh,
more
sorry.
than just sorry. You have more than just Daenerys's motive to take. Like you have other people who are literally contributing to the cause. They're like, we want to get ours first, and then I think it's gonna. So what I think
Okay,
is,
I
I think
didn't.
the White Walkers are gonna be hitting. I think the White Walkers are gonna hit Jon Snow first before even Daenerys gets there.
Before she even touches land.
Exactly. So, well, maybe not even before she touches land, but I think like it's gonna take a minute for Daenerys to fight the White Walkers, kind
But
of
I don't
thing.
want that whole like. I mean, personally, I don't like Jon Snow. I like never did.
Jon Snow.
I like. Yeah. I just never. I mean, yeah, he's cool, but he's. I don't think he makes top 5 for me. So I just never liked him, and I don't want another Jon Snow is fighting a battle that he, you know, obviously can't win, and then someone comes and swoops up and saves him, and then
I
he
think
won the
that's
battle
gonna
and
happen.
stuff. I don't.
I think
I,
it's. So
I feel
here's the
like
thing, though,
I feel
is
like twice is enough.
okay, but you have to think Brand's obviously still a picture that we're not even like. Brand's gonna be able to be seeing shit. Like
I
Brand's gonna
want
know all
Bran
this shit's
to
going on.
get back to Winterfell, meet
Okay,
up with the fam, and then just be like, you know what, Daenerys, like, in
money
my whole
on it.
mind, Daenerys comes up, and then she has those 3 dragons. I want him to warg in to
He's
one of
gonna.
the
That's what I'm saying.
dragons,
He's gonna. I'm
Tyrion to be riding one of them, and then Daenerys to be riding the other,
so I
while
think so
having
that the
sex with
whole
Jon
target
Snow on top of the dragon.
that's incest, but I mean that's a
Hey,
common theme in this
did
show.
it? Yeah.
Um, so the three-headed dragon thing, I think that is Daenerys, Tyrion,
Have
Jon Snow.
have we seen
I
Have we
think
seen
that's going to be
Bran warg into multiple things at
the same
one time?
time. No, I don't know that he can. I think he can do the whole like tree mind fuck thing and like see like the past and all this shit. I
Yeah.
don't think he can warg into multiple things because I mean, who knows? But then that's you're getting a little OP, homie. I'm gonna control all the
I feel
dragons.
like he's not by
He's
numbers, but he's the most powerful person in that show to me, because he can be like,
the most powerful singular person, absolutely.
yes,
So what I'm saying is I think so. There's confirmed ish that 13 more episodes are going to happen in 2 more seasons. They're saying that season 7 is going
is
to be like 7 episodes, and
hmm
season 8's going to be like 5 or whatever it is.
I thought it was
Uh, Something,
like 7 and 8.
yeah, something like that. Whatever. There's not that much left, and there's whatever. So I'm saying I don't think Bran's going to warg into a dragon.
I want him to
And
fly though.
I know.
Like,
Okay, it's like
remember
the
when he was
prophecy
hunting
said,
as
yes,
his
it
wolf?
says you're gonna. Well, yeah. So I don't think he's gonna do. Okay,
I want him
this
to
is
do
just
that with a
my
dragon.
own personal thought. Is and this is what I've thought ever since I learned that the dragons were a thing, and that like knowing that his prophecy was that he's gonna fly, was
Wait, is that a prophecy?
that yeah the guy told him that he would fly.
When?
The three-eyed raven told him that he would never walk again. Remember, Bran's in the tree, and the three-eyed raven says, "You will never walk again, but you will fly." He tells him that, and so the
No,
three-eyed raven.
I thought the three-eyed raven thought Hodor is just gonna get tired of him and like throw him out the
You're
balcony.
gonna wah!
Or he
Again.
could be referring to when he got pushed out of the tower by Jamie,
No, this was the three-eyed raven told him this when he was at the tree. After the that's what, the three-eyed raven, like when Bran is in the tree meeting him,
For the
and
first time?
like when he's like before the very like when Bran is about to like become the tree and he's gone for all of the fifth season, I think.
Oh,
The
I
three
don't remember
when
that.
he
It's been a while
actually
since I've seen that
yeah.
season.
So when he meets the three-eyed raven, right before the three-eyed raven like dies and Bran becomes the new dude,
Hmm.
the Brand's first question is something like if he can walk again, and the three-eyed raven told
It's
him,
like,
"You will never
nah.
walk again, but you will fly." Like, and he says it with like a little. He's like, "But you gonna fly, so like you gonna fly, boy." So obviously it's a dragon. Like if he means if there's some bullshit loophole that he's like, "Oh, but you can be an eagle like that weird wildling dude," that's lame. He's gonna
Wasn't
be a
that
dragon.
eagle like his pet?
Yeah, it was like his version of Summer or whatever Brand's wolf's name was. I can't
Oh,
remember
okay.
his wolf's name. Like that was like his thing that he would always work into slash his pet. So what I'm saying or what I would think would happen, maybe not at the end of the season per se, but in my mind at the end of season 7, Brand's gonna like this is in my head. This is how I would do like the cinematography. It would be like the very end of the season, right? Is like when shit's going down, and like this is when it's fire v ice. This is when it's White Walkers versus shit's going down,
Mm.
and Brand does his thing, and like you see the dragon who's been maybe sleeping or something, or you see the dragon like so Brand's doing his warg thing, and he's like sitting there for a minute. It's like taking a long time, and all of a sudden you see the dragon's eyes like and like it looks at the screen and you know that Brand's in the dragon kind of a thing, and that's how it ends. You're like, oh shit,
Hmm.
Brand's in the dragon, like
What if?
something
Yeah,
like that. I guess that's kind of what I am envisioning.
it would be interesting. Who do you want? I also want a major character, episode 1, to just die. Like I want
Cersei.
Daenerys. I meh.
Okay,
I want Daenerys to be like she rolls up on the coast with Tyrion, um, Theon,
Sansa.
his sister. I don't know her name. Um, I want those four and like Grey Worm, and I want them to be like walking on the beach, and then like Tyrion's explaining Westeros a little bit to Daenerys, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just a fucking arrow comes and hits like
RKO out of
Tyrion right in the face, and his
so
little boots just flip up, and he just falls flat. Like I just want
so
something like that to just like hit you in the face, like
that
death.
okay that I
You
mean
remember
I'm
when Brienne like shows up and saves Sansa,
mhm.
like when she escaped, and
Yes.
you remember how once Brienne killed those two guys, she kind of stood there and the camera like stuck on her for like 3 seconds, but it was like 2 seconds too long. I thought someone was gonna come up and chop her head off. Like,
Or like stab her.
yeah,
She'd be
for
like,
that 3 seconds, I'm just like, no, 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 but like nothing happened. So I want something
so
to just hit the
I think
audience
the
like a
next
train.
big character that's gonna die is gonna be either I want to say it's going to be Sansa or Cersei.
I don't know. I want Sansa to like not
I
be
don't
the
want her to
victim.
die.
I want her to do stuff. Like she just
Yeah,
started kind of playing
like coming
Littlefinger a
back.
little bit.
She kind of started coming back.
Yeah, like she's just started
Here's why I
playing
think
Littlefinger a little bit. Just got some more power with Jon, reunited with him. Arya is gonna be. I want her to show back up,
if
and
she dies, I'm going to be pissed because I'm going to be like, dude, she
she.
had like the longest, most grueling trail of anyone. I feel
I
like.
wouldn't say that. I would say Sansa's more grueling. Like she got married off a few times, got raped,
Okay, I
and
get the rape thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to desensitize that at all. But Arya got the shit kicked out of her for probably a year.
yeah, but
Like,
that's because she chose to like go to the place and like, hey, give me training,
yeah,
and just because
I
she
get
didn't.
that, but I mean, she was blind for what 6 months or something.
I
Like,
don't think it was that long. I thought it was like a
no,
week or two.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure it was a long time. She was a like I think the whole thing was like you're a beggar. Like you're not gonna adhere to our rules. You're a fucking loser. Like
Mm.
don't get me wrong. I'm with you on the Sansa and the raping, but at least she was like fed and had like a nice place and stuff. Like Arya this entire time has been humping it with the fucking
The
or
movie tastes
slumping
gold.
it with goddamn the Hound. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, the
probably
hand, the,
fair.
the hand, the hound was kind of cool.
Oh, he's cool, and he's still whatever. But like, what I'm saying is like she had worse living conditions, I guess,
Mm.
and
And last week,
no one gave a shit about her at all. Like, not that people didn't care, but like, you know what I mean? Like, even though Sansa was had it horribly and she was always the victim, she kind of like with her personality is she's not like it's like she's fighting back. You know what I mean? Whereas Arya at least
she
was like,
wasn't really in the
fuck you.
position to fight back.
No,
Like
but
she
at
was
least
always
she was,
under
you know,
someone's thumb.
at least she was getting, you know what I mean? Even for a while, it was like her and Marjorie were tight and like nothing too horrible was going on until Marjorie got thrown in jail. And then Cersei was like, "You're a bitch," and then she ran away, or whatever, all that shit. Anyway,
So
I think Cersei's dying next. That's my final thing, as far as main her or like Grey Worm or some one of Daenerys' homies. But Cersei is definitely has to die. Period, because that fulfills the prophecy that the witch told her. Because the witch said that the Volcar, I'm probably getting that
where are you
wrong.
picking up on all these prophecies?
Because I just crunch timed the whole goddamn series in like the last month, so I can still remember.
Okay,
Anyway,
I
so Cersei, so when she saw the witch said that all three of her children would die in robes of gold and whatever. The third children has now died. She
uh-huh.
also said that the Volcar or whatever the hell she called it would strangle her, which Volcar is like Valerian for little brother, which is or yeah, little brother, which is Jamie, because Tyrion's the
Mm-hmm.
oldest, then Cersei, then Jamie. So Jamie's gonna kill her, which doesn't seem likely,
But
but
why
at
would
this
he kill her?
because think about what she just did. He
Well, yeah,
literally
but
killed the
like,
okay, but listen, he killed the Mad King and swore. So he's already like he's like a Marine at this, you know, like of the old school days. Like he's Kingsguard. He's literally just a glorified version of the Crows, right? Of the Night's Watch, because they have to also swear off women and whatever. He was just a fucking rebel, you know. Anyway, so there's that. So he's basically a Marine. I don't know what you want to call him. He's the King's Guard. He killed the Mad King for literally the same reason of what she just did. The Mad King wanted to blow everybody up in King's Landing, and regardless of what was going on and what power grab move was happening or who he cared about at the time, he was not going to stand for thousands upon thousands of people dying for
well,
just because this guy's
I
like
feel
fuck.
like and I'm pretty sure he said like he didn't care about anyone else but her
Yeah,
and
but that's
their
because they
son.
fucking, you know, like
But
that's you
like
say
she's
that shit.
okay, but she didn't.
He's
I
killing her.
mean,
I got
indirectly she killed her own son, but she didn't like kill him. He just tried to try to fly out the moon door. But
I'm I'm calling it. He's
that
killing
little kid is crazy. I want him to like just do some crazy stuff, but that's besides the point.
Robin.
Yeah,
I
like
want
let's
him to go out
throw
the
him
moon.
out the moon door.
I hate him. He is a little freak sucking off the teat.
That was weird.
Whatever.
That was
Yeah.
just
Anyway, let's switch topics. We're good on Game of
okay.
Thrones. I feel like we've been talking about this one for a minute,
Yeah.
and we could talk about it for the whole time. I know we can.
So
Um, go pick one. Let's go.
next
Whatever.
topic. I've been really interested in VR, like virtual
Are you
reality
serious?
stuff.
That's one of my
Yeah.
topics.
Oh.
Anyway,
So,
okay. So continue.
because I just got, I mean, I didn't just get, I got a new graphics card, I would say like 2 months ago before I even knew the 1080s were going to come out. So that was funny.
You're like, oh, cool, Rip.
Yeah, I had it for like a month and then they were like, new graphics cards. They're cheaper than the one you just bought.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking about like getting that graphics card and then, I don't know, maybe selling you mine
Okay.
for, I don't
Once
know
we start
what a
getting
price
the
would be.
ball rolling.
Because you need a computer because you're on a laptop that's like, how old is it?
God knows, probably 2013. Older than that. I think like
So let's give it
2012.
a solid
4 year.
09.
No, '09's when I graduated. You bought this, remember? Because you went to Walmart and bought this for me or whatever.
I did.
Yes,
When?
when like I first got you into World of Warcraft.
I didn't buy you a laptop for World of Warcraft.
Yes, you did. I swear.
I bought you a laptop.
You bought me this laptop, or like paid for half of it or something.
What the fuck is wrong with what?
You paid for like half of it or something like
There's
that. It was
no
like
way.
it was like $500, and you paid for like half of it because I
Did I
didn't
have a laptop?
You had, I think you did. You had a laptop or a computer. You had something. That's what I'm saying. This was like 4 years ago. It wasn't like
I have
fresh out of
horrible
high
memory.
school because I've had this for a while, and you like that's why it's named Junior Mac. The laptop's name is Junior Mac.
Anyway,
It was for like Christmas or something, and you were like, you had a laptop. So I think so. What had happened was like I had Ryan's computer for a while, and then I gave it back to him because he moved or something, and we were like getting into World of Warcraft at that point, and I was like, fuck, well, I don't have a computer right now.
which didn't last long.
I got like 5 characters like maxed out or like
Really? I
at the
did. I
time.
got. I think the highest one. I got one character like
I
level
mean,
40
I played
ish.
with Ryan for a while before I played with you, but
Mm.
like
Oh,
the
'cause I didn't
characters
get
you
into it.
yeah, you got into it at the point that like Ryan moved and I gave him the computer, and then we got the laptop. I think we played for a while, and then we got into like Diablo, and
But
then
yeah, you need to build a PC so you can have like a proper computer.
a proper gaming
I want
device.
to get the 1080, but I feel like if I got that, I might need to get a new processor. I have an i7. I mean, I could look it up. Like,
But I feel like that
it's
process.
not that good. I mean, it's the i7s are good, but it's not like the best i7 because I bought it, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago. So at the time it was good, but I'm looking to upgrade, but not anytime soon because I wanted to get into some VR because that looks cool. Also, I feel like research on some pornography would be, for
Some
science.
for science.
It's for science. So I feel like that'd be interesting just to like check out.
Astute.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird because I've heard like a few different things.
You
Like,
talking about porn?
yes, I said pornography.
Yeah, that.
Like if,
Well, I know you said I feel like it would be weird. I wasn't.
oh yeah, I
Getting
feel
up
like it'd be weird because some
porn.
people say it's like great and amazing, and then other
And then the
people
other
say
people
it's
are
like
like, it's like a 50-foot tall
Yeah.
woman. Yeah.
like
I'm
super
like-
big and just not proportionate. So, I mean, I would check it out, but I don't think I would. I don't think I would turn into someone who like wouldn't ever see the sun again.
So okay, so my bit on virtual reality was obviously yes, I would love to get into that. I would love to like
I think
have a virtual reality capable machine.
I think it's cool right now, but it's not great. I mean, it's great because it's like this new experience.
It's like the Wii when the Wii came out. It wasn't like
Yes.
this crazy, like this is but it was like dope because it like no like what, we're bowling,
Yeah.
we're playing baseball,
I'm playing tennis.
whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
whoa, and then everyone figured it out, and it was like whatever, these things suck now. Like no one plays them.
I don't want virtual reality to be that. I want it to be
I don't
Ready
think
Player One. Have you read that?
No, but you were
Oh.
telling me about it.
Great book. It has to do with virtual reality and like a really shitty world, but inside the oasis, that's what it's called. It's like way better. That's where everyone learns, goes to work, does their business, all that stuff. And it's got like a lot of video game 80s references because there's an Easter egg hunt in it. And the guy who made it he grew up in the 80s, so it's a great book. And they had like the visor, and then they also had gloves to where you can like pick things up, with the gloves. And then they also, like, if you really wanted to get high
Very
tech,
Microsoft HoloLens.
they had like a suit which had like a sensor every couple centimeters, so it could simulate.
K-Tron.
It could simulate like wind blowing on your skin or something. And then there's also a tower, like a smell tower, that would generate like thousands of different smells. So it was pretty cool. And then they also had like different chairs and stuff.
So my bit
But
on
that's what I
reality-
want. Like, but I know
Yeah.
there's processes to it. But that's
You
I
just
just
think by the time this is like a thing, though, we're gonna be like fucking 50 or 60.
I don't. Yeah, but like video game
I-
like controllers and stuff, the graphics like grew rather quickly. Like within
Okay, but
20
before you
years.
get fucking smell-o-vision, like we're gonna be getting up there. We're gonna be dads at least.
I don't know. I'm 24 now. I don't know. I feel like at 35, I'll still be.
Somewhat into games.
Yeah, I'll still be into games, and I won't be like super old. I mean, there's like 40-year-olds, playing games and stuff. But I feel like by then it's gonna be great. But I want it to be
Not
amazing.
smell-o-vision great.
I want it to be amazing now. Like
Well,
when
okay.
I have a
want it now.
if I have a kid, then they're just gonna have a great time with video games.
Because you're gonna be playing all the video games.
Like, here,
You're
son.
like, this isn't even for you. This is for me. But I guess you can play it.
Yeah, That's how I got into video games.
Um,
So that's what I want virtual reality to be. So I kind of want
so
to
my
upgrade
thought
my
on
graphics
virtual
card.
reality, yeah. So I would love to have a virtual reality capable machine because I would love to see other people trip out on it. I would love to have like my mom or someone come in here, like Papa. He's like, God damn it now, bah, 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 bah,"
Well,
like.
my computer can do virtual reality. Like there's a test on Steam for it, and it's all good and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I mean I don't need a new graphics card, but
It would
within a year,
probably
within a year or
benefit
two,
you.
I could use it. Plus, I need new monitors because these are just like basic 1080p monitors. I want 1440p, 144 hertz, but that can like wait a little
Okay,
bit.
so I'm gonna be the king of the hand-me-downs, is what you're telling me.
No,
Bullshit, I'll buy one.
you can buy them.
That's what I'm saying. The king of the
I thought
the
you were saying
yard
like me
sale.
giving you stuff. I
The
mean,
king of the yard
apparently I
sale.
already gave you a laptop, so
Oh my god, 4 years ago.
I don't remember that at all.
And I don't think you bought the whole thing. I think you like paid for half, like we'd
Mm.
split it or something. Anyway, so what I want to see is, so I saw this ad, which I've seen this thing multiple times on the internet already, but I finally saw kind of like an ad for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can look it up. I kind of want to see if it's like a thing too. The Omni Box
I haven't
is
heard of that.
what it was called. Oh, I probably shouldn't type in Omni. It's like omnisexual. Um, Omni. Okay, nope, that's Chrome. Uh, anyway, I feel like someone just knocked on my window.
I just heard a firework outside.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Um, virtual reality. So it's like that pad thing, right? That like Virtuix Omni. That's what it's called. So it is a like a literally like a multi-directional walking pad, like treadmill. Hold on. I want to just Google image search it. It's called the
What's it called?
Virtuix, Virtuix Omni. And literally image search it because it's not even worth like looking at a video. I can explain it to you. So it's literally this
Oh,
crazy
I've seen
looking,
these.
yeah. So now they're finally like making them somewhat mainstream from what I've seen.
They have one for Battlefield.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're like finally kind of trying to make it mainstream, and it wasn't as expensive as you think. Like I was talking to Taryn earlier, and it was like, for what it is, I would consider it very affordable. It was like $600 for like that and the headset. And I don't know if that was like a standalone computer that could play stuff. I think it was just that and the headset. I don't know. I mean, like I guess I could go on their website, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But anyway, it's like that platform. Maybe it's just a platform, and like you get your own headset, and it's just like a plug and play kind of thing. Anyway, so I saw that, right, and so that got my brain started on virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm thinking is, how long until virtual reality becomes athletic? I mean, at least in some aspects. So think of Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so you're gonna obviously have like, are they gonna limit? It's like, so like, are virtual reality players gonna be considered PC people? So you know how they're like with first-person shooters.
They'd
like,
have to be because there's no way a console can.
well, so
run
that's
this.
why. Well, okay, no, like console, whatever, but not. I'm not specifying. I'm saying that in a sense of like, you're gonna have PC versus PC people, console versus console people, and then I feel like the only way to be fair would be like virtual reality player versus virtual reality player, rather than virtual reality player versus someone on a PC with a super sensitive mouse.
I feel like some. Well,
So
I think PC versus PC should be like their own thing. But if I'm at my house, like, in a console could run this, and if I'm at my house and I get into this little machine, that's just like extra stuff for me. And I feel like I won't, if I wanted to try and like win and go super try hard, I would just play normally and like
Okay,
get,
but
like
what I'm
snort
saying
some
is
G Fuel or something. But if I wanted to be in this, I feel like I'm going for just the experience for the virtual reality moving running thing. That's
okay,
like my
but
soul.
what I'm saying is like, if this is probably 5 to 10 years down the line, if not maybe more, before this comes like really mainstream to the point where I
This?
think, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you might know someone who knows someone that has one, but
Okay,
I don't
but
feel like it's gonna be, you know, the normal to be like, all right, hold on, let me get on my
No. That's what I'm
thing.
saying. Like, maybe mainstream is the wrong. Like, before it becomes semi-regular. Like, your like kind of rich friends have it, or like you spent your tax return on this thing. That's what I'm saying. 5 to 10 years before this becomes a thing that like, maybe I might get one. Like, so in that sense, I feel like
Unless they got some like bigger ring sizes, I don't think I'd get one because I don't think I could fit my fat ass in there. But
okay, okay, well, okay. So this was kind of my point. Is that's why I'm saying how long till virtual reality becomes almost Tron-esque to where it's almost athletic to be
like
a
if
virtual reality sports star, so to speak. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, for example, right now, like best Call of whatever. Sure, they might be whatever, but I mean, like, you go on like any sort of gaming thing, right? You're always gonna have like the heftier, super badass at the game, heftier, obviously never moved from the chair kind of guys. South Park, World of Warcraft esque
now
guys.
there's some
Oh,
anorexic
well, well,
people out there that are
well.
super
Think
good.
think of like what's his face, Phase Sensor or whatever,
I
whatever the
don't
hell, Doug, whatever.
I don't follow
He's
any of the phase guys.
he's the only one I follow just because, well, I don't even know why I got hooked on him a long time ago before he even got fit, but whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so he's literally like a he's like more into bodybuilding now than he is into gaming almost. Like he's like does all the he's just a big jacked motherfucker, but he's still like a bit, he's still like pro COD sports player, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, um like what I'm saying is like, so obviously gamers range in size and whatever. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I could think of like
It looked like they kind of locked your hips because I thought like, oh, if you started to, if you had to run real fast, real quick, once you like hit the little bar, but it looked like that guy had his hips like kind of locked in there.
well, there's like a few different concept images though, like because there's like the one that's closed, there's like one that's kind of open, so I don't exactly know 100% like but okay, anyway, what I'm just trying to allude to is like, is this gonna be a thing to where like, so I'm thinking like, oh my god, what if like 100 years in the future, right? We're not even here. 100 years in the
I'll
future,
be
like
here.
I will be here. Um, Whatever, or 200 years if the world hasn't blown up by then. Like, is Tron gonna be like a real thing? Like Tron. So think about when they're in the like that thing, right? It's like Tron Sports, and they're in that fucking crazy tube thing on the newer movie, and they're throwing the light discs and killing each other, so to speak. And like, there's like the audience around them, like, like how long until sports becomes semi-athletic to where it's like
Well,
this
you
dude's
mean like
really good.
esports?
That's what I mean. Like how? Yeah, sorry. How long until like esports or the few that require, like would even use this stupid weird treadmill anyway? I feel like I would trip or something on my own feet. Like what happens if I eat shit and
Well,
does
you got
that little thing catch me? Like
yeah. It looks like because I'm watching a video, it looks like you're harnessed in. Like it looks like he stepped through it and then kind of locked himself in that ring.
like a harness in his crotch
Yes,
thing.
like you're going bungee jump, not bungee
Okay.
jumping, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it's
like a
locked in there.
harness, like you
Yeah.
pull up like shorts. Yeah.
So
Okay, so that might be a little bit
and then it
better.
looks like there's also a bar above the ring, so you can like rotate.
Yeah, because it's omnidirectional. Like you could
Yeah,
literally turn around and start running this way, and then turn around and run the other way.
yeah.
So what I'm wondering is like, that's just kind of the thought I
Yeah,
had in my head.
I
It's
get what
like,
you're saying, but it won't be. I mean, no one's gonna be more precise with Call of Duty using this thing. They're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna sit down and just use my fingers instead of my whole body.
okay,
You know,
okay, but think about like,
this is just like purely an experience thing.
okay, but think about how much more like I feel like I could probably be more accurate with this.
No, not at all.
I
I'd be less accurate for sure because it has.
Okay,
It looks like it has two controls. It has your face direction and your one finger thing.
okay, but think about it as in terms
Maybe
of
a few
paintballing.
buttons.
You know what I mean? Like you're going paintballing. That's how you're playing Call of Duty now. Is literally the same. Like you're like, and you're like, boom, I'm right here. I'm by this wall.
I'm better jumping around on the controller than I am actually like moving, jumping, and moving
Okay,
my
of
body.
course, right? But that's because you're not like a freak athlete. But what I'm saying is like, if this were
I
a
don't.
semi-normal thing and you did this more often,
No, I don't think people are gonna train just so they could be better at the
I would.
Omni thing. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be
I
worth
would
it. I'd just go
definitely.
on my controller, mouse, and keyboard.
Well, yeah, duh. I'm gonna still do that regardless. But like, if I could be like a badass virtual reality fucking Tron guy throwing light discs at people, and be like, dude, this guy is not only good at this game, but like we know that this guy has to have some sort of athleticism because he's ranked in the top 100. Like,
Oh,
you know, that's the only reason why I'm even like, like that's I'm like this is the future of virtual reality, right? The whole concept of virtual reality is not that you sit there and you're just consumed by a thing in your face. It's that you want to be part of the experience, and that's the
yeah,
only way to get more immersed in the experience is to literally be there in as much physical form as possible.
yeah.
So that's
That's why I think that is just
for now, yes. But I'm saying like in 20 years, could this thing be affordable to the point where, yeah, people are gonna hop on this thing and play fucking FIFA and run around for
sure, but
whatever?
not to be more accurate or better. I think it's just the experience.
No, that's what I mean. But there's gonna be. That's why I'm saying like I wonder if there's gonna be like a whole. Okay, let's pretend this thing is mainstream right now. I'm assuming there's gonna be like a virtual reality player pool that you can maybe select to play against, where it's like that you're not playing against someone with a controller because like obviously that's the same thing with PC versus controller, right? Like that's why you can't really play FPS versus a PC person because they can be insanely more accurate and quicker with the mouse than you can be with a controller. Like immense. So that's what I'm saying is like this is comparable to that because like yeah, sure, the playing field's gonna be a lot different than you with a PC thing. Like you can turn around so much quicker with a high sensitivity just doing this than I can physically going like bah, and trying to turn around and shoot you or what.
Yeah, that's why I think there won't be an area where people are going to choose that to play competitively. They're not going to choose that Omni thing to play competitively. Like, I want to be competitive Omni. I'm just going to go and be competitive with the controller, which I'm going to be way better at because I've been doing controller or mouse and keyboard for way longer. I mean, cool, it'd be like a little niche thing, but it's not going to be like
Okay, but that's because you've been doing that way longer. That's what I'm saying. Like, what
everyone
if this
has.
is like grandkids status? Like our grandkids, like this is something that costs a fucking $50 now or
I mean, that'd
100,
be cool.
200 bucks, and that's what you grow up playing on. And then that's what I'm saying. Like in 200 years, is like Tron Sport's going to be a thing. It's gonna be like great grandkids or
I think
like
in 200 years, you're just going to lay like that one movie, Gamer. Was it Gamer?
Wally.
No, not Wally. Where he was just in his room, like a white room, and he had like a bunch of TVs around, and he was controlling it all with his mind and his voice.
See,
I
that would
think
be
that's what
lame.
it's going to be.
I feel like that would be. I mean, I feel like you can already practically do that now, but I feel like that would not. I would not want to play a game like that. I want to be more immersed. If anything, I would way more be interested in this than just laying there controlling it with my mind.
Mm.
Because this is like I'm getting the physical aspect of it. Okay, imagine this coupled with that core effects vest or whatever.
I have no idea what that is.
It's just some. It looks so stupid nerdy, but it's a vest that you connect to, like you literally wear, like a little fucking harness that you
Like
wear
a
while you're
vest.
playing, like a vest.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's a vest that is like a vest. You wear like a vest. Um, vest. If you didn't invest in the vest, it's the best. Um, and it like vibrates and stuff with your game. So like
Mm.
if you're getting shot in the back on Call of Duty, the thing will like vibrate on your back,
Yeah.
whatever kind of a thing. So
Haptics.
yeah, exactly. Haptic feedback, all kinds. Um, so that's what I'm saying is like that's like that coupled with this would be dope. If I'm like running around, someone shoot me in the back, I'm like, oh, I gotta turn around because my, whatever. Anyway,
New topic.
new topic.
All right.
We're playing this one out.
Did you?
Um, let's go. I'm looking at like what I was kind of texting you earlier. So we covered Game of Thrones. Basically, VR was one of my topics too.
Oh,
Um, I typed virtual reality and the future of fat gamers.
nice.
Um, okay, so sports. Kevin
Kevin
Durant
Durant. He's
to the Warriors.
laid a bitch.
Later. So
I mean, I
what
don't
is
I don't know
so
much about basketball. Like, I can't
that's
tell
what I
you like,
mean. That was
oh,
like
he's
me
gonna
with
be better
the
in the three or stuff like that. But I don't know. Any I feel like any change is good within reason. I don't know who Durant will replace.
so here, let me give you some sort of background. I mean, And I'm not like super hip on basketball either, but I've been following it closer this year than any other year before. So
Do you have
obviously,
a favorite team?
um, I never had a favorite team, but I followed Kevin Durant, so I like the Oklahoma City Thunder for. So now I might hop on the Warriors bandwagon.
Bandwagon. Okay.
It was more because I'm a Durantula fan, so to speak, than I was. That's what they called him. Or I don't know if that's
Tarantula.
yeah.
I would have
Just
shut that name down so quick.
no, because if
It
you
sounds
look
like
at
a
him,
mix between tarantula, ranch Doritos,
okay,
and Daryl. Like they didn't know
it's
his name,
okay.
so they
His
call
name
him.
is Durant.
Yes, I know that.
Durantula. If you look at him, he's long and gangly, like
Yeah, I
long.
know he's tall. He's in the NBA, but I don't know. If I was him, I'd be like, that's a lame name, and I
Okay,
would have
they
shut it
also
down
call
quick.
him Captain America. Like he has a, everyone's got all these crazy nicknames, whatever. Anyway, so I've been
I
following
guess
Kevin.
Megatron is a thing.
Yeah, see, so like he resembles nothing of a Decepticon. But uh, anyway, so I don't know. I might hop on the Warriors bandwagon while he's there. I don't know. What he did was kind of shady. So basically, the Warriors have been in the playoffs the past 2 seasons. I want to say
Well, they won
last
the
they
championship last
won.
season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like they won the championship last season. They were in it this season, lost to the Cavs. Um,
Hilarious.
yeah. Oh my God. Put them away, little babies. Anyway, so they Steph Curry's been unbelievably inhuman these past 3 years. Like he broke like the 3 point record for the single season thing like 2 years ago or something, and he got like 200 something shots. I'm probably misquoting this. And then last year he broke it, or like a year and a half ago he broke it and got like 300 something 3 pointers. And then like this year he got like 404.
I know there
Like
was
he's
like some record I think that was like no player has scored. It was for the playoffs, I think, like
yeah,
specifically, like no player has scored more than or made more than 23 pointers in a playoff game.
playoff like series
Playoff,
or
yeah, like
like
in the playoffs, and then
he's
Curry had 21, and then what's the other guy's name?
on the Warriors.
Yeah, the
Um,
Splash Brothers, whoever
Clay
the
Thompson.
yeah, and then Thompson had like 22 or vice versa.
Yeah,
I know
so
he like broke that record.
he's a 3 point freak. Clay Thompson, 3 point freak.
Hmm.
Kevin Durant, another 3 point freak. Like
But I feel like
I
that's why they lost because they're too small.
oh yeah, so what like anyway, so whatever. The Warriors have obviously been good for the past few years. Same thing with the Thunder. They have been like I've been kind of rooting for them, a la Kevin Durant, even though he was out of it for a while, and I started to like Russell Westbrook because he's kind of weird. He's like one of those black guys that wears weird clothes to the press conferences. Like,
Like Kanye, but old
yeah,
Kanye.
yeah, like Philip Rivers in his bolo tie kind of thing and snakeskin boots. Russell Westbrook wears
That's
like
just some like weird ass
he
shit.
wears like the glasses with no rims and like funny skinny ties and weird plaid shirts and
I want to talk about real quick. I want to talk about Kanye. Like, what the hell is that video? Maybe I don't get it.
which one?
You haven't seen it?
Are you talking about his newest one where like Kim's naked in the
His
bed?
famous video.
Okay, I haven't
He
seen his.
has I think it's 21 or 12. One of those. He has I'm going to say 21. He has 21 of the most no, I think it's 12. He has 12 of the most famous people in the
Yeah, I
United
see.
States. He's got like Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, um no, Chris Brown,
Okay, so it's not literally Taylor
George
Swift.
W. Bush,
It's like
Caitlyn Jenner.
yeah,
Like
obviously it's like people that are pretending to be these people, like lookalikes, and probably some of them are real. Like I'm sure like half of them are real. It's not obviously really Taylor Swift.
there were a lot like
Like Kim Kardashian's obviously right next to him.
I think those two were real. Maybe
Jason Derulo like looks like is right behind her.
I know
To put it in,
Chris Brown was there, I think.
maybe
Because
that's
he
Chris
like
Brown.
I think he tweeted saying like how you gonna do me with the plumber ass crack or something like that. So
Oh,
obviously like that wasn't
it's
him if he was tweeting about like how could you. So I just didn't get it because I was watching Twitch at the time and I was watching or no I was looking at Jericho's tweets and he was tweeting about it and so I'm like what is he talking
Can I
about?
play this, or you're gonna hear the sound.
I wouldn't hear it.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
So he was tweeting about it, and he was like, basically, I
Wait.
just watched like 20 minutes of people breathing. So
Damn, this thing is 10, 11 minutes long.
yeah, it's long. It's like 10 minutes of people
I
breathing
know the song is
in a
like 4
bed.
minutes or whatever.
The thing I heard had no music. It was just a screening of this
Ew.
video.
I fast forward a little bit. It's like Blair Witch
It's
Project
weird,
shit.
but I mean,
That's
maybe
Donald Trump.
maybe I'm missing the message. Maybe I don't get it, but it's just weird. If you haven't seen it, look it up.
I'm watching it right now.
Kanye's, just Kanye famous
Obviously, yeah,
video. Just look it up. You'll see it.
obviously supposed to be Taylor Swift right next to Kanye. Of course.
Yes. So
That's the real Kim Kardashian. This is creepy.
it was weird.
Did
And
you
then
ever see?
he's having screenings like all over the U.S. Like because I followed him on Twitter like after that, and he's been tweeting like locations where they're screening it.
Okay, pause. Did you see Sinister,
The movie?
the scary movie?
Was that like a few years old? Yeah, I think so.
The one where it's like the kid. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen this, the ones where the kids are like the killers, like the Bagul guy comes out and like makes the kids kill the parents after they watch all those weird films. So like the thing is,
Oh
like,
yeah, with the
talk,
kid.
whatever.
He was in the box and he was like, "Oh, it was just a night terror." Remember?
Yeah.
Like he
yeah.
like,
But it was
with
the
box.
daughter that actually killed everyone.
With
Remember,
the hanging people from the tree.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay. This looks like those weird videos that they shot. You know what I'm talking about? Because it was always like they would see the weird video, right? It would be that weird, creepy, like Super 8 old film they're filming, and the thing was like the films that they found never showed the actual killing. It would show like the family while they're asleep, and then like would go to them dead.
It.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. This looks like one of those creepy. It's got that weird mood, and he's probably going for that too.
I don't know what he was going for.
Kanye is weird like that. What the hell is this? Like,
like it just makes me uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah.
Like right after they showed it, basically they showed like 10 minutes of people breathing in a bed, and then
so the song
it.
is not even on this.
No, and then that was it, and then people just left after that. I guess he like threw money from a balcony or something, and then people left. And so I'm like, I got there late. I got there after the viewing of it, so I just saw like the crowd and stuff. And then it shows up with
you actually went to one of these things?
No, I didn't go to it, but I was watching it, and so I started watching like 2 minutes, and then they had an interview with these two guys.
Is that supposed to be Caitlyn Jenner?
Yes, and then they had an interview with these two guys, and one guy was like, hey, Kanye, I appreciate you. I see you out here. You're doing your thing. It's super creative. He's like putting me in a new headspace. I mean, that's not a direct quote, but, he was praising him, and he was like, I get what you're doing. And then, so I'm like, okay, I don't see it, but, all right. And then, and they were two black guys. And then they went to two white people, and
probably same reactions as us.
No, immediately they had to do some stupid shit, and they were like, we loved it like Kanye loves Kanye. And I had to get out. Yeah, I was like, that's my cue to go. I gotta leave. So that's about all I saw of it. And then I went back and I was like, okay, I'm clicking out of that.
Anyone to say this is that's Bill? No, that's George Bush. You're right.
There was Bill Cosby in there, but like, I'm not gonna say it's not creative, but I mean, maybe I just missed it.
Special thanks to Bill Cosby, Caitlyn Jenner. So those maybe were real people. Amber Rose. I can see being there. Yeah,
I can see Amber Rose being there. Kim.
That's
Kanye.
why Ray J wants to file a thing, because he put Ray J on there. Kim West.
I don't know.
Okay, no. So I don't think they're all the real people.
I don't think they're all the real people, but
no.
So there's definitely Kanye and Kim, but I think maybe Amber was in there. Maybe Caitlyn Jenner.
So I should reword that. The video, the like special thanks to, like he put like Taylor Swift on there. Like she wasn't obviously really there. Rihanna, Donald Trump. Like some of these people weren't obviously really there.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Those wax dolls. For the first like
I don't
5 minutes, I was convinced
dolls.
They had. What else are they gonna be?
I think they're just actual models that they put shit on.
You got some real doppelgangers out there.
Well, no, I mean, you could put like you know what I mean? You could put masks.
Then that is some real makeup work.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
I was
Props to the
convinced for
makeup
4 minutes. Like once it was panning over Taylor and then like Kanye right next to it, I'm like, how much money did Kanye give Taylor Swift to
Oh,
lay
Taylor's got
naked?
more money than Kanye.
Well, I know, but like to lay
Like,
naked in a bed with her tits out right next to Kanye and it's gonna be posted. I'm like, there's no way. Like billions,
so I
if any
definitely
money.
think that Kanye, Kim, Amber are real. Chris Brown, who the guy who's supposed to be Chris Brown, which is why he's got the plumber crack
Yeah,
thing.
whoever's laying on like their
I
stomach.
on next to Taylor. I don't think that's really Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
because he tweeted like, how you gonna do me with that plumber's ass crack or something like that.
So maybe it's literally just Kim and Kanye are the only real ones because
I don't know,
the
maybe
rest of them are.
because it didn't show any like nudity of them. I think it like showed her ass, but
Who hasn't
nothing,
seen that by now?
nothing else.
Spoiler alert: Kim's ass.
Uh, so yeah, that was just
That
what I
was
thought of when I said Kanye in the old days.
and literally it's like a minute and a half of this weird Disney fucking sunset screen. What the fuck is this?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's just the end.
That's
Oh,
loud.
it's sorry. That was actually the song though.
Oh, maybe it played before and then that
Maybe
video
it
showed
played like at the very last minute.
it. I don't know. So
Anyway, I like that song kind of. I don't like that music video at
dude,
all.
I love the fucking what do you call it? Sample at the end of Famous.
Yeah.
Dude, cuz I like that song a lot, and then when it like just showed up in his album, it like fucked my mind a little bit. Like bum bum. I was like, "Oh shit." Cuz I've heard it before. So, new topic. Just switching it up. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yes.
So,
So,
Overwatch
have you played any competitive,
I did actually. I
new
started playing a
competitive
couple
mode?
rounds. I think
How good have you done?
before
Because
I
I've played a little bit on the computer with Alex.
mhm.
So, how good have you done? Because my experience has been dog shit.
Like you've done horrible.
No, not that I've done horrible. It's that I've played probably 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
We've won one out of these 5 games.
Oh, so you're saying like everyone sucked?
No, I'm saying
Okay.
out of
Your
the 5 games, at least 3 times, people have left the game,
and it like
and it would be
exits or
it would just be me and Alex.
okay.
And the game
So
wouldn't be like, all right, and the game doesn't find new people because the game's
no,
already in
yeah, it's like
progress.
competitive.
So it doesn't stop the game. It says, "Hey, you can leave, but
It's like
you won't be."
Rocket League.
Yeah,
in
it's
that
like you won't be penalized for leaving, but it'll count as a loss. I think
Yeah.
if there's 2 people, even 3, if half your team leaves, I think that
You
the
shouldn't
game
be
should just be like, all right, this is over. We're gonna end it. Just kind of, wipe that slate clean, and then find new people, and hopefully they don't leave. So 3 out of the 5
So
games, it was just me and my.
I think I've probably played 3. I want to say
Mhm.
not that many. It was like I literally played a handful before that one night when you and Aaron and I started playing a few, or like we played Rocket League a bit, and then whatever. Like I play, or maybe it was in the night before. I can't remember. I played like 3. I did pretty well. I did have a few rounds where like it didn't even start because like the sixth man left before the game like had officially loaded or whatever. Very Rocket League esque, where like it was like
So it was in that
the
skirmishing thing.
yeah, it was like in a skirmish and like it didn't like it doesn't like find somebody, so it was like match canceled due to like lack of players or
Oh,
whatever.
dude, I would prefer that than them starting the game. Your
Yeah, and then
teammates like
someone
rage
leaving.
quit after the first like team wipe within the first 2 minutes, and then just leaving, and then you have to like suck it up for the next 3.5 minutes.
No, exactly. It was so I never had that happen thankfully, but then again I probably played 3 games maybe. Um, I want to say we won 2 and I lost 1. It was actually somewhat okay,
Hmm.
but I definitely feel like if I played a few more, and maybe it's because you're on the PC. Were you playing on the PC with Alex
Yeah, I
as
was
well?
playing on the PC.
Okay, so it's probably definitely because you're on PC that you have like more people to play with, and are the competition's going to be a little bit edgier, more difficult.
No, not. The only
Well, no,
part that was bad with
but
it was people were leaving.
yeah. Well, what I'm saying is like it's you're gonna probably have a rougher time on the PC in general, regardless of what's going on, compared to even yourself on the Xbox. Like just because console players are a little more casual. Not that they're not competitive or as competitive per se, but obviously you can't. Me at my best on a
They are
console,
they
me at
are
my best. That's what I'm saying. Like your best skill level on a PC is going to be way better, far and away
so what you're trying to
better than your
say
best.
is they're plebs and they suck. And they need
No,
to convert.
no, it's just a different apples to oranges. Uh,
Why can't fruit
um,
be compared?
yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. Why can't fruit be compared?
I think in order or in terms of like characters, I think they're all balanced. They're all like OP, but I think Zenyatta needs a buff. He's super slow. I want his orbs to work the
Okay,
way
I
they
think
did before they updated them. Like in the beta, they were awesome because once you threw an orb on someone, that shit stayed on that person. But now they changed it to where I think it's 3 or 5 seconds. If you're out of sight of that person, Discord or Harmony Orb, if you're out of sight of that person for 3 or 5 seconds, your orb comes back to you. I don't like that. Like
yeah,
if I'm
I
giving my, Harmony Orb to I don't know, a Diva or a Zarya going like
of
just
course,
straight in
yeah,
front, I want her to have that. But
for as long as the orb lasts, so
yeah,
to
or
speak.
if like there's a Tracer and she's like going around the back and I throw a Discord orb on her, I can like, you can track her.
Yeah,
But it now it just goes away
I
in three
still
seconds.
think Torbjorn's turret is OP on the console. Maybe I haven't played enough to notice if they. I don't even
I don't
know
think
if
they've
they've
changed it
nerfed.
yet.
Yeah, I don't think they've nerfed it yet.
It's the
But
it's
that
July 5th.
the
I don't
thing is like I wasn't okay. They're yeah
I
they're
think they
nerfing the damage, but the thing is for me not even the damage. It's the fucking how fast that thing locks onto you. Like it
it
is
locks on pretty fast, but then it also shoots after it locks on pretty quickly.
like as soon as that thing sees you, you're getting two shots on you. Like no matter who you are, even if you're so the thing is like even when you're tracer and you warp in front of the thing,
It's yeah.
it's just like
Yeah, it's pretty
it's not
quick.
like it's like oh shit you're over here now.
Mhm.
Like no, and even if you go behind it, like I've gone with a tracer up to try and stick it with the sticky bomb or whatever,
You're
and
not
that shit's
you're
like
not making it there.
yeah no that thing's like even if I'm behind it,
But
and
with the last thing on the Zenyatta thing, they said they wanted. I think uh, Blizzard said they were going to see how the Widowmaker nerfs were gonna, affect
like
him because now she just doesn't completely run him over with one body shot. So they were just gonna see how that played out, and then now that
I
you
feel
know,
like Widowmaker should get extra damage to Zenyatta because she fucked up the other dude.
well, just because the lore, but like I don't think
Lord.
I think it's fine. Like her damage is okay, but you would just die one shot by a body shot. You could get shot like in the in the leg and you would die in one shot.
Yeah.
But
No, I feel that.
I think they're going to look at him again.
I still feel like McCree's fan the hammer should like fire slower or something.
I think it's good. Like a lot after
After the
the
nerf,
nerf, a lot of people don't
a
play
lot
him
of
as
people,
much,
yeah.
so you don't run into it as often. But
But I don't know. I mean, with any character, I guess I could be like some. I feel like I don't know.
there's not one person. I mean, there's characters I don't like. Like I really fucking hate Genji. I just hate him. Just I don't like his kit. I don't like him. His
I don't use them
when he
enough. Like,
swings his god when he
wait,
ults
okay,
and he
when he
swings
ults and
that
he swings
goddamn
his sword,
sword, it
the thing's got like
fucking
a
flies
3 mile
across.
radius.
Yeah, flies across the room. It's just stupid. But then I mean I don't know. Maybe you can CC him and then it'll be fine. But anyway, he'll just dash away. But anyway, I just hate Genji. I hate his kit. Hate everything. But there's not like one hero
Yeah,
that is just
yeah.
overpowered or too much. Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Torbjorn.
Well, on console, but
Um, no, I think yeah, I have to agree. I think everyone's pretty well rounded, and I think it's only going to get better. You know, even now, like there might be little things that we don't notice because we're not like at that crazy gnarly upper echelon of skill level
yeah,
where
And I kind of want a Lucio nerf
For his damage? Question mark?
for his heal speed.
His
Like
heals.
his heal
His
speed,
heal
because he
is the
can heal
same as.
everyone on his team super quick. Like he's a staple in. Well, I mean, I haven't watched too much competitive, but he is a staple in competitive because that speed boost is really fast, gets you there real quick, and then the heal, he can just heal all of
So
his
the
teammates.
healing is literally the same as the payload, because the payload heals you.
It does.
So yeah, if you're near the payload, it heals you
I did not know that.
at the same. Yeah, fun fact of the day.
But
Now
then
you know.
again, I'm never near the payload. I'm
So
usually like the healer.
so the payload, if you're on the payload, it heals you at the same rate and speed or whatever as Lucio does. It's literally like a Lucio heal.
Yeah, but like control maps, like
Elios.
yeah, anything Elios is Lucio for days because all Lucio has to do is just stand in the point and then have his team hold it. But I mean, it's not crazy, but it just heals a lot very fast, and then you have a boost on top of it. So
Yeah, but I feel like
like
I get what you're saying.
Zenyatta's heal
I feel
super weak. I
I
mean,
yeah,
but then
Zenyatta's heal
again,
sucks,
but then
but
again, he does have the
Discord.
the Discord orb, so that counts. And then
I can see where you're getting at with
Mercy
Lucio.
has her
The
damage
thing with
boost.
Lucio that I can see, I can see why I can agree with the nerf is because you don't have to actively do anything.
Yeah,
With Zenyatta and with Mercy, you actually have to like look at your teammate and engage in an activity, ability, whatever you want to call it,
mm-hmm.
that heals them. You have to actually actively heal them. Whereas Lucio, you literally just can. Sorry, Aaron. We could literally be like, Aaron, just fucking be Lucio and skate around and don't die.
I
You know,
I think
or
either
whomever. You know,
leave the
like
healing rate the same. Maybe just you have to be a little closer to him
yeah, like the radius
because
isn't
I
as
don't know how
wide.
far it is, but I think it's decent.
Well, you can, yeah, it's pretty far because you can see it on the thing
It's not like
in
a
your little on the little middle thing where it's like it tells you how many people you're healing or
yeah.
whatever, two or what. I'm like, yeah, you can heal them for a while. Um, I feel. I
I can't wait
was
for
gonna say the speed radius should be bigger, but I don't know. Yeah, because like I feel like whenever Lucio helps me out, like if I'm Roadhog or something, I get that I'm fat and slow, but like, and he takes off, it's like 1 second of like, and then I'm done. I'm like, you might as well have just not even done that. Like, I didn't get anywhere because you're so fast and you take off, but that's, I mean, to each their, that's what the characters are built to do.
I
So
think his speed his like boost thing is like 3 seconds. I'm not sure.
um, yeah, no, I think everyone's pretty good. I don't. I like playing Roadhog too much to say that I want this nerfed, but I've definitely seen it kind of.
Dude,
Well,
on the like
his
the
hook
difference
kind of
between the
pulls
his
people
hook,
around the walls.
yeah, his hook on console compared
Why
to
did I say that
PC,
so
I don't know.
weird?
His hook compared on the console compared to PC is very different because you have that. I think I mean, I don't think PC has not auto aim, but aim assist. I don't think PC has that, but on console it's just bad. Like they'll throw the hook and then the hook will like curve and then hook you and pull you instead of just going
So I
straight.
haven't. I've never experienced that yet.
Oh, it
I wish.
right just right in my asshole.
But what I have experienced is like hooking someone, and like it kind of pulls them a little bit around a wall,
Yes.
which in a sense I'm kind of thankful for because that makes a little bit of sense. Like if this were real life, right? And I literally threw a hook and stabbed you through your ribs or whatever. Like and I pulled you and this thing like let's pretend this is a 1,000,000 pound winch that he's got pulling you. You're not going to stop at the wall. Like it's going to hit you're going to hit the wall and then come around it, right? Cuz that's where the chain's going.
Yeah.
I feel like
Or
there
the
are
hook's
definitely
just gonna rip out of you.
yeah, and which should cause more damage, but that's not how Overwatch works. Um, I definitely feel like I have been cheated out of some hooks that way sometimes, but
Yeah. What I mostly don't like is when they throw the hook and then after they can like move and then the hook will just go that way. I I
I've
just
never
don't like
tried
it.
that.
I mean,
I've never like hooked
it's not
someone
like you can
into.
throw it straight and then like whip to the side and then it goes all the way over there. It's just like you could tell with the aim assist, it's there and it kind of sucks. But I hardly run into like
I
roadhogs.
wish
So,
that
and if I
Roadhog
do,
had one more round in the chamber.
what do you mean? How many does he have? 4?
4.
I think that's good enough. I think if he had 5.
But the thing shoots so damn slow. And to be honest, like only up close in your face hole does it really do damage.
That's why
Like,
it has that extendo.
well, yeah, but even that doesn't do that much damage. Like, and like if,
But that's not his role. His role is to take damage and control people, like CC them.
yeah, I just wish that he had one more round. So it's not like I feel like every fucking second I'm reloading with that dude. Like, which I get it, he's a tank, but still, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So,
either that, or I wish Reinhardt swung his hammer faster or something.
I don't know, that thing, like you can be standing behind me and I can start swinging, and if I look around fast enough, that hammer will hit you because his hammer is the hitbox is on the hammer and he starts up here and then he swings it around.
Yeah, and you can like literally
And so if I swing and my swing is coming back this way, it can still hit you while I'm turning. Yeah. So I think he swings fast
fine.
enough.
These are just little things that I wish
Yeah.
would happen.
But I think that's what makes it great is because everyone's just a little bit OP. And
well,
so
everyone has, like, you can use anybody, and if you're good enough with them, like, you can really do damage. Like,
yes.
Reapers, for example, like a lot of Reapers I've ever had on my team suck, but when you play against a good Reaper, like,
all they have to do is just press Q.
But when you play against a good Reaper, like, it, you're like, dude, this dude comes out of the corner and he's just blah blah blah. I'm out. Like, it's it's like Roadhog, similar to Roadhog's damage, where he just comes out and just wrecks shop.
Mm. So I had I just thought of this. I had a question. What would you want to? How would you improve this podcast? Like, I know this is just like a trial thing, but how would you? I mean, clearly,
like constructive criticism for us,
yes,
from
like,
us, FUBU, for us, by us.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, FUBU.
Do people say FUBU?
No, it's a brand. It was a brand, and probably a saying before that. I don't even think that brand exists anymore.
Anyway, like, some things I don't like is obviously the overlays are going to change. Like, that's not permanent. That's something I made on Photoshop, which I don't know how to use in, I don't know, this one probably like an hour, but so. And then I made the other one where you could watch a video. I made that in like probably 30, 45 minutes. So
my constructive criticism would be, I mean, especially for being our first episode and it's only 2 of us, I feel like we did pretty decent, better than what I guess expected us to do. Not that I really had high expectations to begin with, but obviously
you didn't.
No, only the best. Obviously getting, hopefully, well, not really hopefully, but getting Taryn on here, getting some sort of like rep, like little repartee built up.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know Taryn that well. I know he's Taryn, and I know that weird thing about his foot. But besides that,
oh my god!
Besides his
topic.
Foot, yeah,
dude, that's got to be a topic when he comes on the show.
I don't want to be like, so hey, welcome to this.
Foot. No, he
welcome
loves
to the second round. This is the
in a disgusting.
Yeah, welcome
way.
to the second episode of round 2. This is Taryn. He's gonna be our new guy. Now let's talk about this guy.
You could throw it on the big screen.
Yeah, just like
I
don't know if he's like self-conscious about his foot, or is his foot or feet?
Feet, both of them, I think, had it. It was hand, foot, and mouth disease, which I thought was some BS shit he made up. Okay, yeah, I had hand, foot, and mouth disease.
If you want to know what hand, foot, mouth disease is,
it's literally look
it up on Google, but search it for yourself. It's
NSFW.
Yes, NSFL.
Not
safe for life. That's a thing on subreddit. be
I don't know
careful.
if I want to look at
The
it.
not safe for life subreddit and also the WTF subreddit. The WTF subreddit is very, it's
Oh, I
very,
started looking up hand foot mouth. And I can't.
it's very polar. Like some days I don't know.
WTF is like, look at this weird seal that's on top of a building.
Yeah, and if you're
The
like,
next day,
so
it's
you
like,
would say
look at
like,
this
what
chick
the
that's
fuck?
eating her own shit, and you're like,
Yes,
what?
or it would be some like gory thing, like this guy
Like rotten.com.
runs. What?
What was the rotten.com's website? What's that challenge? That 21 stage?
Oh, it's called like running the gauntlet or something.
Yeah, God, like
But,
that. Oh,
but yeah, either you can get some gory, a guy running himself over, chopping off his leg, or like someone throwing, I don't know, a box and it landing on its perfect corner. It's very,
yeah, something like you flip a coin, it's like bing
yep.
on the
It's
side,
so
or
either you
the
say
dude
what the
chopped
fuck
his
or
own balls off.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're like,
so every time I like click it, I'm like,
it's a
what's it
gamble.
gonna be?
It's a real
Yeah,
gamble.
either it ruins my day or it just makes me.
Anyway, back to the constructive criticism. Definitely think that, obviously having a couple extra layers via hosts, Taryn, and then having even a fourth person on, that's going to bring a whole nother aspect to the show. It's
Yeah,
going to
more
build it up.
input,
It's more
more
input.
thoughts, more.
Have different. It's not just going to be you and I.
Yeah.
Um, Overlays, which are just something that's, it's remedial. It's not even like a big thing. It's to be
To
honest,
me,
that's
it's probably the
well,
second most important thing. The way it looks. First off, the
well,
way it sounds, like what we talk about in the topics and the flow and stuff, and then also what it looks like. Because either they're listening to it on iTunes or SoundCloud, which is just audio, or they're watching it on YouTube or maybe Facebook, maybe Twitter if people watch videos on Twitter, but they're going to be looking at it. So
correct. So
to
what
me, that's like the second.
So yeah, so I would say the first thing is the quality of the
Yeah,
audio.
like the audio quality
I wouldn't
and then
even
the
I
visual
wouldn't I mean
quality.
so exactly audio quality, visual quality, but for our stage right now, like you can suck a dick if you don't think the lighting's cool. Like, like not that not that I'm telling people to
It's
piss
the
off,
internet.
but
It's got
it's
to be
the internet,
perfect. And if it's not, fuck you.
exactly. Okay, it's the internet. Whatever. It's our first episode. They're gonna have to deal with it and
I don't even
I
know
think that's
if I'm probably gonna watch this sometime tomorrow. And actually, I think I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, but put it on private, and then like watch it. And then if I don't cringe that much, then I'll public it, put it on public. Which I don't know why I said cringe, because I hate when people say that, because nowadays everyone just throws it around like it's.
oh, it's so cringe.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't know.
I mean, so are you gonna upload it like right after we're done here?
Well, I have to render it and then upload it, so
Yeah.
the render will probably take quite a
Can
few
you
hours.
can you throw it also on that like MP3 converter thing? Can we get those running simultaneously?
No.
I'm sure you can.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. I'll see.
Okay.
If,
Just because it would be cool to be able to be like, I don't know, going to work on Thursday, being like, hey, shit's live, like, because the audio, I feel
it'll
like
definitely be up by Thursday.
I feel like at least the audio is
If it is going up.
doable. Like the video, that's where the real cringe factor
Mm-hmm.
is. That's where you're like, ooh, okay, no, I don't really like that. The audio is like it's just us and we hate our own voices, or
I'm just
my
looking at this lightning bolt thing, and
and you're like hating it more and more.
it was an idea
looks
that
like
I
the
thought was good
chocolate.
for 5 minutes. The what?
The chocolate from the Power Thirst video. Chocolate.
Power third.
Power Thirst. Yeah, exactly.
So
No, I mean, all in all, constructive criticism. I think we did really well for our first episode. Kept good time awareness.
because I wanted to keep these at like an hour, especially with like the two of us.
Yeah,
but
if we
started
went
talking
on
about
for
Kanye.
3 hours, yeah.
I definitely don't think we could do a 3 hour.
God, no, it would be
Like two is pushing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But
once we get a couple more opinions in there and we actually get into some debates or
Mhm.
something, like where one person's like, no, no, no way. Like, then it's different. Like, I guarantee you, if Taryn was on here right now,
Mhm.
we were talking about Game of Thrones, half an hour easily. He would have went in deep into the lore. He would have like,
oh yeah,
he would
he's-
like, this is
he's
like,
my lore guy, and I'm saving it. I want to like Oh, I want to indulge in it. Like I want to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I want it to just pour over me like the gold on the serious face. um, no, it exactly like he knows all about the lore, and I don't know if he actually read the books or if he is just like a Reddit freak.
I'm pretty sure you read the books.
I wouldn't put it past him, but I think he's just like a Reddit freak because he's always shooting me links to Reddit things on Game of Thrones, on Overwatch, anything. He's like Reddit, bam, Reddit, bam, Reddit, bam. So I think, to be honest, he probably has read everything on that subreddit or something. I
Mm.
don't know. Which to be, that's
Yeah, and there's a lot of like theory crafting on there too.
exactly
'Cause there's a ton of people talking. So
all the time.
I think that is going to be the episode of
Yeah.
our first episode of Round Two podcast.
Thank you for listening, whoever that
Yeah,
may be.
that was pretty fun. At first I was like a little nervous, but I
I feel
think
like
that kind
once
of
we got into the conversation, it just faded
I
away.
feel like once we started talking about uh, you know,
Game
Tyrion
of Thrones,
getting
just
shot in the face with an arrow, which I want to happen. I want something like I said, something like that, just hit you in the face like a truck. So anyway, that is the Round Two podcast first episode. Hope you guys like it. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And thank you very much.